Assalamualaikum, mendengar kan? Terdengar.
Waalaikumsalam.
Boleh dengar, insyaAllah, alhamdulillah.
Waalaikumsalam, dengar.
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam.
Apa kabar semua orang?
Baik,
Alhamdulillah, Prof.
baik ya, Prof.
Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam, Sister Sakinah.
Dengar ke suara?
Dengar.
Okey, terima kasih. Nampak nak suara dulu situ? Situ lah. Chicken tak payah.
Prof. Alfi, mute tu.
Okay, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Sorry ya. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi.
Okay, before we start our workshop today, please recite Al-Quran Al-Fatihah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirrahmanirrahim. Ar-Rahmanirrahim. Maliki yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim. Okay, welcome to everyone to today's workshop, Irep and copyright for the refresher workshop. So for the KOP and KOS staff, it's already long time ago we didn't hear regarding the this workshop, Irep and copyright and Myra as well. So today we are collecting all this title, yeah, all this important part in our publication and research. So we invite our expert from our library, from Gombak. First is the Sister Sakinah Kamaluddin. Second is Sister Suhani Sarani. Third, Sister Anis Azia Hazhar. And then last is Brother Muhammad Rizwan Musa. Okay. We will have each speaker 30 minutes, including the Q&A. Yeah. So maybe 20 minute presentation, and after that 10 minutes Q&A. So you all is welcome to ask many questions. Yeah. And what else? I think we can, without further ado, yeah. I would like to invite the first speaker, Sister Sakinah Kamaluddin. Please, Sister.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. Thank you, the moderator, respected dean, respected head of research. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. To the respected dean, respected head of research, respected professor, associate professor, assistant professor, doctor, respected head of section, colleagues from the Hikmah Library, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters. Alhamdulillah, praise be to Allah, the Merciful, who has given us strength and help to conduct this workshop. I am Sakinah Kamaluddin, Senior Librarian at Repository Unit, the Al-Hikmah Library. I am one of the staff who in charge in approving the items in IIM repository. So my thanks to all the participants for joining this workshop. Okay, let's me share my slide.
Unmute. Doktor boleh. Tak, unmute. Ah,
Sudah boleh, sudah boleh.
Cukuplah. Sorry, we have a technical problem. Hope everybody be patient. Hmm. Dah, email aku tu tadi tu keluar. Pada. Oh, tak nampak apa. Di sini kena upgrade lagi.
Ada lagi je, bukan nama dan juga kisah.
Dah boleh dah.
Paskut jadi apa?
Kosong.
ID dia 9425 9004 308.
Kosong 55.
Okay.
Recording in progress.
I apologize to everyone because we have the technical problem, so please be patient, yeah.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. Sorry for the technical error. Okay. Okay. My topic is about IIUM repository or Irep. In general. Okay. So okay, here is the subtopic that I would like to present. The first one, I will touch on IIM repository or IREP in general. Second one, type of publication in IREP. And then the third one is workflow of IREP. And then evidence requirements of IREP items. And the last one is samples of evidence of IREP item. Okay. Okay, so here is the definition of IREP. IIUM repository is also known as IREP. It is a digital repository of publication and scholarly output of IIUM staff, which encompassing various subjects and disciplines. The work here are those that are written or authored by IIUM staff or collaboratively produced with other parties. Okay, here is the type of publication that which we allow in IREP, that is journal article, books, book chapter, monograph, and conference or workshop item. Okay. Okay, here is the IREP workflow, or what I call it, the process of IREP item in IREP. Okay. Here is what I want to highlight here is in terms of the deposit. In terms of the deposit item, we would like we want the evidence should be in PDF format. Okay, and then here after the depositor deposit the item in IREP, the items goes into the status which is called under review status. Here the librarian or IREP editors will validate and verify all the items which are under review status. Here, if there are conditions, if we validate the item and we will return the item if the item or the evidence is insufficient and there is a poor evidence of the item and there are too many files for the item. Okay, and then we will delete the item when there is duplicate record in terms of title and also item type, when the item is not related to research publication, and when the item is non-IIUM or the staff return the item before he or she joined IIUM. Okay, so if the item has if we will approve the item if the item fulfill all the condition as stated in the guides of the publication of submission to IREP, and then it will turn the status into live archive. Okay. Okay, here after we have approved all the items, the research support section will pull all the published item and then submit it to the Myra or MyMohi for or setara marks for setara marks. And for the unpublished publication, this one is not recommended to be uploaded in IREP. Okay, so the top priority is the published publication that we want. Okay, and then the same item in IREP will be linked to the CV online that is in IIUM QRish, which is maintained by MSD, and also the same item also will be linked to the IIUM staff directory website, which is maintained by IPD. Okay. Okay, I go to the next slide. Okay, here is the important notes about IREP evidence requirement. The first one is affiliation on evidence. There must be affiliation in term on the evidence, that is the name of the department or the kuliah and also the IIUM affiliation. The second one, publication published before joining IIUM is not allowed to be uploaded in IREP. The third one is only published publication will be counted for Myra, Maimohi, and Setara marks. The fourth one is impress and unpublished publication are not recommended to be uploaded in Irep. In case this type of publication has been uploaded in Irep, the staff need to inform Irep editor or librarian, and then the staff also need to upload the evidence once it is published. Okay. Okay. The fifth one is this one is important. Any item which are under this category or type that are speech or talk, lecture or class slide presentation, student briefing, tazkirah, teaching material, training material, moderator or panelist, TV or radio interview, newspaper or magazine interviews in which the academic staff is only the interviewee, not the author or the writer of the newspaper or magazine article. Okay, all these items listed here are not considered as research publication. Therefore, they are the staff can update all the information here in IIUM Theories under service to community category. Okay. Okay, now we go to the evidence requirement. This one refer to the guide on publication and the evidence required for submission into Irep. Okay, here is the article which status is published item. Okay, the publication type of the article is journal article, book review, article review. So what we need from this article is evidence such as cover page, copyright page with ISSN or EISSN, table of content, any page of the article which indicates the author's university affiliation, and full text of the article which is actually recommended. Okay, and then for magazine, bulletin, newsletter article, what we need from the staff is the cover page, the copyright or editorial page, full text of article, and also on the article there must be IIM affiliation. And for newspaper or academic website article, we need full text from the original document or the website, and then there must be IIM affiliation on that article. Okay, for book which status is published, so what we need in terms of the evidence from the staff are cover page, title page, verso or copyright page with ISBN or EISBN, complete table of content, and then index page which is for research book, and then back cover or any page in the book which indicates the author's or editor's university affiliation. Okay, for book chapter with status is published, what we need same as the book. Instead that we also need the contributors information which indicates the author's university affiliation, and also the full page of the whole chapter, but this one is recommendation only. Okay. Okay, for conference and workshop item which status is published, what we need is same as the books and article. That is cover page, title page, verso or copyright page, complete or selected table of content which shows the title of the proceeding paper, and then full text of the proceeding paper, or any page in the proceeding paper which indicates the author's university affiliation. Okay. Same also with keynote paper. We need all the item which is as stated for proceeding paper. And for poster presentation, we need the cover page, the ISBN page, abstract page which contains the author's name, title of presentation and university affiliation, and also the poster presentation itself. Okay. Okay, this one is for monograph which status is published. So for monograph, the publication type which falls under monograph are technical report, policy paper, and case studies. So what we need for the evidence for this monograph are cover page, title page, ISBN page, complete table of content, and then any information in the monograph which states about the author's involvement or contribution in the manuscript of the monograph. For example, list of the name of contributor in the technical report or policy paper or the case study. And then we also need the full text of the monograph for this one because we need to show it to the auditor. Okay. And then, okay, this one is the article which status is impress. Okay. So for article, for item which falls under impress status, what we need are the article itself, there is the submitted or accepted version of the article or the book or book chapter, and also we need the acceptance letter from the publisher. If, for example, if the article is not available as preprint, we need the acceptance letter from the publisher itself. Okay. The requirement also is same with the book and also book chapter and also concurrent item which status is impress. Okay. Okay. Okay, now we go to the conference or workshop item which status is unpublished. Okay, for information, for we only allow conference or workshop item which status is unpublished to be uploaded in Irep. So the evidence that we need from the staff is the cover page of the abstract book, abstract page, which contains the author's name, title of presentation and university affiliation, and also the paper presentation or slide presentation. And also, we need the cover page. If there is no abstract page, we need the cover page of the official program book and program schedule, which contains the author's name, the title of the presentation and university affiliation, and also the paper presentation itself. And also, if there is no official program book, we also need the invitation letter or program certificate or program poster, which contains the author's name, title of presentation, and the university affiliation, the poster itself, or the paper presentation or the slide presentation itself. Okay. Okay, now this is the sample of evidence. Okay, I would like to show you this sample, some of the sample of the published item which we allowed to be uploaded in Irep. So for example, for this one, publish article online. If the lecturer, if the staff upload the article online in Irep, we will check the evidence and we will validate or verify it with the website of the publisher. Okay, if the publisher's website stated that it is impress, we will change the status to impress article. Okay. Okay, for this one is published newspaper article. So we need the evidence which shows the IRM affiliation and also the author's name on the article itself. Same also either online or printed, we need this kind of evidence which shows the IRM affiliation of the author. Okay. Okay, this one is the published magazine. So what we need is the cover page. So this is cover page, copyright or editorial page, and then the full text of the article, which the IUM affiliation on the article itself. Okay. And then for this one is the sample of the published book. So this is the cover page, title page, copyright page, table of content, and then index page for research book. And then this page is about author affiliation at the back cover or any page in the book, and also back cover of the book itself. Okay, this one is the sample on the published book chapter. So this is the sample of the cover page, title page, copyright page of the book chapter, table of content, first page of the chapter. If the first page of the chapters do not have the page number, so the author need to scan the next page of the chapters so that we know the page number of that book chapter. And then the list of contributors, index page for research book, and also back cover which stated the information of the book editor. Okay, this one is the for published proceeding. So this is the sample that we want. There is cover page, copyright page, full table of content, and full text of the conference or proceeding paper. So for unpublished conference or workshop item, what we need is evidence detail from organizer's homepage. So this is the sample, and then the full text of the article of the conference or workshop item itself. And then this one is another sample on the unpublished conference or workshop item. So this one is a sample of official abstract or program book. That is the cover page and the tentative program, and also the full text of the conference or workshop item unpublished. Okay, so for monograph, this one is the sample of the monograph. That is policy paper. This is the cover page, title page, copyright page, table of content, author contribution page, and then the full report of the policy paper itself. Okay. Okay, this one is the sample on the technical report. This one is the cover page, title page, copyright page, author contribution page, table of content, and the full report of the technical report. Okay, I think that's all from me. I hope I have give you clear understanding on the IUM repository or Irep in general. So, is there any questions from the audience? I think I will stop sharing. Okay.
Hello. Please, apology. So I have a question.
Yes. Yes, doctor.
Okay, just in case lah. So in the olden days, kan, there's no PDF file for some conferences. So can I submitted the scanned copy of the booklet instead of PDF copy?
Yes, yes. The scan.
The scan version. Because kan zaman-zaman dulu tak ada PDF lagi, kan?
Okay. Okay, this one.
Okay.
You need to scan the page and then
Okay.
you convert that to into PDF lah, doctor.
Kena convert ke PDF juga ah.
Save as PDF.
Okay, no problem. Just tak tanya. So. Okay, thank you.
Okay, any more question?
Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So I have question about a monograph, right? So in the example, there are technical report and policy paper.
That one is not. That one for thesis, that one is not allowed to be uploaded in Irep because this one is for the Irep. This one for Irep, this repository is about the publication that the staff, especially the lecturers who write the research or their publications during their serving at the university. I mean IUM lah.
Another question.
Okay.
About the unpublished and workshop.
Okay, this one. Events detail from organizers homepage. Okay, and then full text. Of the abstract is okay. It's okay. Because sometimes we didn't receive the official program book or the abstract program book. So this one we need the depositor to send us the events details from the organizer's homepage lah. Maybe the depositor can print screen the events detail from the organizer's homepage. If there is no other evidence, so that one is the last choice lah, the invitation letters, because we want to know what is the event, whether it's a conference or it's just a program which where the depositor is invited speech. So this one for speech item, this one is not listed here. It's listed under IIUM theories because that event is not considered as conference event. Yeah, we need the abstract paper. No need full text if it's unpublished lah. If there is a full text, it's very good. But if there is no full text, it's only the abstract that you submit it to the organizer. So we need that kind of evidence lah, together with the supplemental materials. That is the official program book of that conference. No, not the receipt, not financial receipt and all that. Because this one will be listed in your CV online.
And may I know as well?
No, unpublished item do not have MIRA point. Yes. Published abstract, because MIRA has certain glossary on that. So for abstract, no, they need full text, full paper. Yeah. Oh, for that, okay. For that question, I think Brother Rizwan will cover that topic under MIRA and publication topic. Okay, welcome. Is there any question? No more.
I have questions.
Yes.
How can we list down the publication based on the index or non-index journal? Because as SOR, many times kuliah or auditors ask how many papers from kuliah in that year.
Oh, you want the list?
Yes, I know. I mean numbers of, for example, numbers of articles which published in index journal and how many people in index journal. So I think Irep is the best platform.
Yeah.
For
You
that,
can
right?
contact the liaison librarian or the Irep team members, the Irep staff. We will extract it from this Irep.
But can we did ourselves to extract? Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
You can extract, but it's like macam apa ada difficulty sikit in terms of technicality, because you get the raw data and then you have to browse and all that
one by one. Oh, okay.
Contact your lesson librarian.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
I have a question. I'm Dr. Shahril. Regarding the slide shared in the screen, the evidence sample unpublished conference/workshop item. So is it workshop item also included?
Workshop item which you present your paper. Paper.
Paper.
It's not the workshop for apa macam bengkel which not related to the apa ni research. That's why we recommended only the published publication to be uploaded into Irep. Because when workshop ni there is apa ni, there is too general. So we didn't know whether this one is falls under research publication or not.
Okay, another question regarding the monograph. If like clinical practice guideline, is it considered as monograph? Guideline.
Guideline this one you publish it or not, or you submit it under IEC?
Under KKM, Kementerian Kesihatan Malaysia.
Okay, but you must publish and you must submit it under RMC lah. Because for monograph there is another system or repository.
Another question. I see in the slide regarding the article in academic website.
Okay.
What is the example of academic website?
For example, for kuliah of medicine, macam Malaysian Gazette, Medical Gazette, something like that. Which is the editorial is the KKM, for example lah. That one is we can consider as the academic website. Not Facebook, not Facebook, not social media. Okay.
What is the requirement for the academic website? Like the event detail or full time? What is the
the event details, and also in the evidence, the article there must be the IIUM affiliation for the author, and also the IIUM affiliation lah. So itu yang akan dapat markah.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, criteria for the publish, it must have the cover page, must have ISBN and copyright. ISBN page must have copyright, verso title, cover page and all that. It must be published and have the page number.
Assalamualaikum. I want to ask one question. For the workshop items, is it also include the manual for the hands-on session?
That one is unpublished or published?
Unpublished.
I need to look it case by case lah, doctor.
Another question is it for the current years, for those workshop that we organize in the current year?
For Myra, it's the current year.
Current year, okay. Thank you.
Any more questions? I think that's all from me. Maybe Sidaswani will present as the second presenter for the topic on Irep.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, my name is Suhani Sarani. I'm the librarian at the Irep unit, Darul Hikmah Library. Okay, so on my part, I will share with you on how to deposit the publications into Irep. Alright. First and foremost, let me share my screen first. Okay, can all of you see my slide? Can? Can tak? Can, Prof? Belum? I belum share. Okay.
Cannot see.
Not yet.
Okay, hold on.
Now can.
Okay. Tak nampak eh? Mana slideshow? Saya tak nampak. Oh, here. Okay. Sorry. Slideshow. Okay. Sorry. I share lagi. Okay, kan? Slideshow. Prof? From begin. Okay, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, first and foremost, before you start the depositing process, you need to have an Irep account. Okay, so I believe most of you already an Irep registered user. So to start the depositing process, you just log in to the Irep account. Okay, enter your username and password to begin as usual. Okay, and then okay. Before you can start the depositing process, you need to check for the title duplication. Okay. In this case, if the publications was written more than one IIM authors, so you need to check for the duplication of the title that you want to deposit. All right. If there is no duplication, then you can proceed with the depositing process. Okay. And then, okay, to start the depositing process, just go to the Irep user menu and then click Manage Deposit. So I think most of you have done that before. So let's just refresh some of the information, okay? So to then click the Manage Deposit. So you'll be directed to the next page, okay? So to start depositing your publications into Irep, click Add New Item, okay? when you when you click at the new item, so the system will give you the Irep ID, which is unique for each of the Irep record. Okay, it is an auto-generated Irep ID. And then to start depositing your publication, you need to check your item type. Okay, so there are 5 categories of item types that you can deposit it into Irep, which are the article, book, book chapter, conference or workshop item, and monograph. Okay, provided that all the publication is a published publication. Okay, except for conference item, you can deposit the unpublished conference. All right, so in this record, okay, you need to select the item type of the publications that you want to deposit. Okay, by default it is already set as an article, so let it be at article if you want to deposit article. But if you wish to deposit other than article, just select according to your item type that you want to deposit. Okay, and then once you have select the article, okay, and then click next. Okay, so in the next category is where you need to upload your publications into Irep. You need to prepare your publications in a PDF format. Okay, let's say the publication is from the website. You also need to provide that evidence in a PDF format as well. All right. Okay. Then you just click choose file. So need to select the publications that you want to upload. And then once you see the PDF icon, that means your publication has successfully been uploaded into Irep. All right. And then you need to click the show options. Okay, from the show options, you need to set the visibility of your publications. All right, there are 3 categories of visibility, which are the anyone, okay, registered users only or repository staff only. So normally we will advise the Irep depositor to set the visibility to two categories only, which are the registered users only or repository staff only. Okay, why we do not advise you to set the visibility to anyone? Because you as the author of the publication, you need to abide by the copyright agreement with the publisher. Okay, sometimes the publisher, they do not want the publication to be accessed from anywhere. They just want the publication to be accessed from the publisher website. So if possible, try to select the registered users only or repository staff only. Okay. So let's say there are more than one author that written that publication. So you need to select registered user only, whereby other author can also view that publication that has been uploaded into Irep. Okay. And then the next one, if you choose the repository staff only, only you, the depositor, and the Irep editor can see the publication. Okay. So after you have set the visibility, okay, you need also to check for the language. If the publications that you uploaded is is in Malay or in Arabic, or by default it is already set as English. So if the publication that you uploaded are other than English, we just use the arrow to drop down the to select the languages for the publication that you uploaded. Alright, and then you just click next. Okay. At the details, this is the mandatory field that you need to enter all the information about your publication. Okay. For the title, make sure the proper noun is in capital letter. So the common noun must be in small letter. Okay. Even after the colon, normally we will put capital letter, right? But in Irep, after the colon, if it's a common noun, you need to put the small letter. All right. And then make sure you select the article type. Either it is from journal, either it is a review, or any article type that is suits to your publication. Okay. And then I will show you the hands-on later. Okay, this just I want to brief you on how to deposit. Okay. There are more of the fields that you need to fill in. So we will go into that later. So after you have filled in the details in the information in the details part, and then you go to next. Okay, in the details part, make sure that at the creator author, you follow the sequence of the author's name, okay, as exactly as in the evidence, okay. Let's say you are the second author, okay, please do not put your name as the first author because there are also the first author before, so you need to follow as exactly as in the evidence, all right. And then you need also to enter your email, your staff ID, from which kuliah, and then your affiliation, okay. For the person type and author status, okay, you also need just use the arrow to drop down the menu and select accordingly. Okay, for author status, if you are the correspondent for that publication, okay, select the correspondent. Okay, you can, I will show you later, okay. And then you also need to make sure that sometimes in the publication, your name will return differently from your name in the staff directory. So you need to follow your name as in the IIUM directory. Okay, even though your name in the publication is different, so you need to follow exactly as in the staff directory. All right. And then you also need to select the kuliah and department accordingly. Okay. Okay, next, as you can see, these are the list of the authors, okay, and use national or local institution, just use the abbreviation, okay. For international institution, you need to enter the full names of the institution, all right. Okay, and next, after you have filled in all the details, next you go to the subject, okay, add the subject, just click the plus button and add to choose the subject, okay. Try to choose as maximum as 3 subjects that reflect your publication, alright, and then click next, okay. Once you have done that, let's say you have mistakenly choose the subject, you just can select remove button and then just choose the subject according to your publication, all right. And then after that, you can click next, right, and then it will go to the last step, which is to deposit your publication, okay. When you have confirmed all the informations in the details field, okay, just click here to deposit the item, all right. So once you have clicked the deposit item, the status of your publication from user work area will be changed to under review. So in under review status, your publication that you have deposited or the Irep record that you have deposited will be reviewed and checked by the Irep editors. Okay, you can know the status of the publication that you have uploaded or deposited into Irep. When you go to your manage deposit, okay, at the item status, you can check whether that publication is under review or is it in live or is it still at user work area. Okay, you can check that. All right. And then okay. Okay, let's do the hands-on. I will stop sharing this one. Okay, contohnya. Let's do the tutorial. Sekejap saya buka sekejap dia punya ni. Saya jumpa sekejap. Search je nak. Kita tahu. Okay. So I found one paper written by Prof. Alfi. Okay. Belum lagi. 29 not yet hold on Saya nak ambil dulu dia punya paper sekejap ya. Correlation of Alright. Okay, let's do some tutorial for Irep. Okay, first and foremost, you need to check for the Irep application as I mentioned earlier. So to do that, just go to the Irep home, click home. Okay, so it will direct you to this page, which is the Irep home page. Okay, from here, you check the title of the publications that you want to deposit, whether it has been deposited or not before. So I have one example here. just about copy and paste when you do the Irep, when you want to deposit the Irep. Okay. Right. Enter. So if you saw no list of that publications in Irep, meaning that publication is not yet being deposited by Prof. Alfi. Okay. So okay, to start the depositing process, okay, go back and then log in into your Irep account. Okay. I will use mine. Okay. Okay. So click login. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now you are at your Irep homepage. Okay. To start depositing process, go to the user menu and then click manage deposit. Alright. Okay. From here, click new item. Okay. So it is auto generated ID. So for each of the Irep record will be given a unique ID number. Okay. Okay, so by default, as I mentioned earlier, it is set as article. So for this one is the article from a journal. So to start the depositing, you need to upload that publication. Okay. So let's prepare the publication in a PDF. Okay, Donna. So 98695. So I will copy the title. Okay. Now you go to the next step, which is to upload the publication. Okay, click upload, alright, and then choose file. Choose the file that you have already prepared. Okay. So no worries about the Irep number. That one will be edited later by the Irep editors. Okay, no need to worry about the Irep number that I have entered before. So just click the file that you want to upload. Okay. Okay. Once you see the PDF icon, that means that paper has been successfully uploaded. Okay. Now let's go to the show option. Okay, as I explained earlier. So for the content, make sure it is a published version. Alright. If other than published version, let's say you want to deposit the unpublished conference, you need to upload the supplemental material. Okay, you need also to upload the poster, or you need also to upload the slides of the conference that you attended, that you present in the conference. All right. So by default, the item type is in PDF. Okay, no need to change. Okay, so so now let's set the visibility. Okay, by default it is set as to anyone. So at this point, you need to select the registered user only, because on this paper, I saw two of the IIUM authors, which is Prof. Alfi and Prof. Ahmad Kamaruddin. Three. One more is who? Oh, this one. Okay. There are three authors. So okay, never mind. Just select the registered user only, so that other authors can also view that publication. Okay. Okay. So by default, it is set as English. So the language no need to change. Okay. You just click update metadata. Okay. Alright. Now the file has already uploaded. Okay. The publication has been uploaded into Irep. Okay. Next step is to fill in the details of the publications. Alright. Click details. So it will go to this page. Okay, for the title, just copy and paste of the title in the publication. Okay. So this one is already according to the requirement that we want. Okay, where the proper nouns and the common noun already there. So just paste. All right. The title page. Okay. If there is an abstract, just copy the abstract from the publication. Okay. And paste it here. Okay, same goes to the uncontrolled keywords. You can get it from the publication. Okay, just select all the keywords. Just copy and paste. This is about copy and paste. Irep is about copy and paste. Alright. So article type will be from the journal, right? So just select journal. Huruf besar, huruf kecil tu. Ya, yang proper noun tu is the nama-nama khas doktor. Common noun tu macam dia punya The ke in. Macam ni dia dah it is yes yes kena tukar. So kalau if you want to know more information about how to kan dia punya information, just click the question mark so dia akan show example. Just click the question mark so it will show the example of the requirement. Okay. Okay. So the article type will be the journal. Okay. So this is the crucial part where you need to put the creator author according to the publication. Okay. So for this, I just put some of the names, okay? Let's say the first author is Peruma and the second author is Prof. Alfi. So even though the depositor is Prof. Alfi, so Prof. Alfi cannot be the first author. It will be the V. Peruma, alright? So here, the given name is, I believe it's Peruma. So put his family name. Okay. So he is from Uni KL. So just put the affiliation KL. So the person type will be external, alright? Sequence as in the sequence as in the evidence, alright? So the author status, let's say Peruma is the correspondent, so you just select here correspondent. If he is not a correspondent, just put he is the author, alright? So it seems that Prof. Alfi is the correspondent, so I just put a few names for example, okay? Alfi, alright? So select, so the person, so Prof. Alfi is the staff, so select staff. Okay. So Prof. Alfi is the correspondent, so select correspondent, alright? Just use the drop down, doctor. Yeah. So select the no need to put the corporate creator organization. So select the kuliah. So Prof. Alfi is from Kuliah of Pharmacy. From which department, Prof? Let's see. Pharmaceutical chemistry. Okay, select pharmaceutical chemistry. Okay. And then the publication detail. If it's a published publication, it should be referred, right, Prof? So click yes. So the publication level, let's see the journal. So the journal is international, okay? So select international. So the status must be published, okay? Okay, the paper version is online. So the journal name is this one, international. Okay, just copy and paste. It's about copy and paste, alright? So paste it here. Yeah, the wajibnya yang ada star, but try to fulfill as many information as you can. Biarkan. Okay, so just copy and paste the SSN. Normally dia applicable dekat first page. This one. Tak ada. Boleh. We can get the ISSN from the journal system name. But never mind. We will do it later. Okay. Just want to see I will just want to show the example. Okay. For DOI number, that one is from the identification number. Okay. Paste it here. Just remove this one. Okay. So that it can be appear in the record where the people can directly go to that document identification number. Okay. So for related URL, normally we will put the publisher website URL. Okay. So let's see, this one is the official website. Dia ambil ini. Sebab copy and paste. Which one, bro? Official URL normally we will if possible, please put the URL to that publication. The exact URL to that publication, so that whenever researcher or researcher that want to access to this paper, they will directly go to that official URL. So the volume would be 29 and issue will be number 1. Okay. One. Okay, if there is a page range, just put it in the box. Okay, 58 to 66. If there is a number for that article, just enter in the box. Okay, so this is published in February 2022. Okay, fact factor no need. That one is ISSN, yes. For ISSN or EISSN, please also enter in the field. Okay. But this one we need to go to the journal to get the ISSN. Alright. So the month published is February. If you know the day, just select the date. Alright. So the publication date type will be publication. Okay. So so index in. Okay. If you know that journal is indexed in either WAS or Scopus or just Scopus or ERA or my site, you just tick any of that indexer. Normally on our part, the Irep editor or the Irep reviewer, we will check that journal index in what in either in WAS or in Scopus or my site. So if we found the publication is indexed in WAS or Scopus, so we will get that evidence and upload it into your Irep record. That is the duty of the Irep editor, doctor. So no need to worry. Ya, dia tak boleh more than one, kan? So normally yang higher ranking of the indexer tu would be WAS and Scopus lah. So yang ni index ini no need to worry. It is the duty of the Irep editor lah. Irep editor, yeah. We will look into this. We will check. Okay. So funders, if there is an information about the funders, just put in that box. Okay. Kalau doktor tahu, boleh masukkan lah. Tapi on our part yang Irep editor, let's say kita check that paper ataupun publication tu which has been indexed in Scopus, normally ada information about the funders and the projects in Scopus. Just kita akan try to, katalah, let's say the Irep repository tu macam tak penuh dia punya information yang dimasukkan dalam details tu. So on our part as the reviewer, we will try our best to fill in all the informations in the field. Okay. Yes, cepat sikit untuk kita approve. Okay. So the contact email address will be Dr. Alfi's email address. Okay. Why we need to put the email address here is because whenever the public, when they want to see this publication in Irep, let's say they cannot see the full text. Okay, they will directly go to the, that's why it is important for the Irep depositor to enter the URL of that publication, or if there is no URL, the Irep, the public will email to the author and request to view that publication. That's why you need to also put the email address. Okay. Okay, on my part, so that will be the duty of the Irep editor. So on my part, once we check that publication has been indexed in Scopus or WAS or in my site, so at this point, we will select Okay, either that publication is a citation index article. Okay, let's say it is indexed in my site, so we will select my site. Okay, normally if the publication has been indexed in WAS or Scopus, it will so we will choose the citation index article. Okay, if you deposit, the item type that you deposit is the conference proceeding, okay, which has been indexed in the WAS or Scopus or in my site, so it will be the citation index proceeding. Okay, if you deposit other than the published publication, which is the unpublished conference, that will be non-citation or non-citation index proceeding. Okay, and one more thing, let's say you wrote a paper in berita harian, okay, that will fall under the category of general work or others. For Myra ada dia punya kategori dekat dalam Irep. Okay. Also same goes to My Mohi, but for My Mohi you can apa kategori tu cakap? Saya lupa. Yeah, for My Mohi, if you are the translator of that publication, that one will be accepted under My Mohi, but not for Myra. Okay, if you are the translator of that publication. Okay, so if the publication has IIUM affiliation, it will be select as IIUM. So this is the duty of the Irep reviewer. Okay, let's say the publication you wrote with a student, so we will choose yes. If there is no student, it will be no. Okay. Yeah, normally macam on our part kan doktor, when we do the reviewing, kita akan check. As I mentioned earlier, sometimes the name will be different from the staff directory kan. So we will check against the staff directory, the name and the publication. Normally dari situ we will know. Yes. Kat situ boleh guna drop down tu select the student, because the author know better than us kan about the publication. So if the author know that the publication is written with the student, so they will select the student. Okay. So for collaborative work details, this one on the Irep editor punya part juga. So we will see if this paper, let's say this paper written by Dr. Prof. Alfi, so dia ada collaboration dengan International Research Center for Food Nutrition, which is in China. So that means this is the international collaboration. Okay, kalau dia collaborate dengan University Kuala Lumpur, that one will fall under national collaboration. If Prof. Alfi collaborate macam let's say Department of Molecular Biosciences, okay, the Werner Green Institute, which is not a university, that one will fall under the category of collaboration with the industry. Okay. Tapi ni for example, okay. For example. Yeah, Mardi ke TMB ke Petronas ke kan. That one will fall under the category of industry. So this will be the part of Irep editor lah. Kita akan buat reviewing. Okay, when we see the publication. Alright. Yeah, admin on it. Yang mana dah tu? Citation and secret. Let's say kata doktor kata that paper is index in Scopus or my site ke Myra WAS ke kan. So we will check against that three indexer tu whether that journal tu available tak dalam that three indexer. So kalau ada, kita akan print screen that evidence dan kita akan upload. So we will the status will be citation index article. Kita akan upload. Yes. Salah satu je doktor. Yang paling tinggi. Doktor boleh refer dengan Brother Ridwan nanti. Okay, untuk Myra type. So macam Irep editor dia punya limitation dia, bila kita tengok ada dalam WAS or Scopus or my site, then kita akan choose accordingly lah. Dan kita akan upload the evidence. Normally for Scopus lah, Scopus and WAS yang kita akan upload the evidence. Okay. Irep team. Okay, nanti kita akan tanya yang ni Mara, Rizwan dia punya ni. Okay, katalah dah ready semua kan, doktor dah confirm dengan dia punya information that has been enter kat dalam details tu. So now time for you to set the subject. Okay, so this one I need Prof Alfi punya. Banyak affiliation. Okay, normally kita akan ambil affiliation yang kita akan check dekat ni IIM staff directory. Yes, kita akan follow as on the IIM staff directory. Okay. So kalau untuk yang article type ni, let's say kata doktor publish an article dalam newspaper, that one will be sama ada dia jadi newspaper, itu kalau yang printed newspaper. Kalau dia electronic media, kata online punya newspaper kan, that one will fall under the electronic media lah. Okay, so select electronic media kalau dia online. So kalau dia printed, just select newspaper. Alright, same goes with other lah. Okay, so apa sebenarnya? When Okay. Once the paper has been published, please upload ASAP. Okay, do not wait until your paper has been indexed in WAS or Scopus, because on our part, we will check whether this paper has been indexed in WAS or Scopus. Okay, let's say it is not yet indexed in WAS or Scopus. That one will the duty of the Irep editor. So if we check in the WAS or Scopus, the publication is not yet indexed. So the Irep editor will choose the MIRA type SKIV. Okay. Okay, once it has been indexed in WAS or Scopus, we will change that status to citation index article. So as soon as your publication has been published, please upload into Irep. Okay, do not wait until your paper has been indexed in WAS or Scopus. Alright, because it takes some time for us to review and approve your publication. Okay, if you want your publication to be link to your CV online as ASAP. So please make sure to deposit your publication once it has been published. Okay. For the indexing in WAS or Scopus, never mind, that will be the duty of the Irep reviewer to set them. Okay, no need to worry. Yes, we will update. Okay, or because we will know when your paper has been indexed in Scopus from the notification that we send by Scopus to us. So you no need to worry about that. And we will update the record once your paper has been indexed in WAS or Scopus. Alright? So no need to worry about that. So once your paper has been published, please deposit them ASAP. Alright? Okay. So once you have confirmed all the details in the details part, so this is the time for you to set the subjects for this publication. So I need Prof Alfi cooperation to what is the subject for this paper, Prof? Science. Okay. So under medicine, pharmacy. Any under of this subject, Prof? Okay. Auto pharmaceutical chemistry. Is it? Okay. Okay. For kuliah of pharmacy and kuliah of science. Yeah, can be more than one. Okay. Just click the plus sign and select according to your publication, the subject. Alright. So for the taxonomy, if for kuliah of pharmacy and for kuliah of science, if you have taxonomy that you want to add on in the Irep according to your publication, okay, the subject, just let us know. So we will add on the subject according to your publication, according to your kuliah as well. Alright, just let us know. Can or not, Cik Siti? Sure. Okay. Because if it's less the subject, then it will be difficult for you to select, right? So it will turn out to be general subject. Okay. So we have select this one, which is the pharmaceutical chemistry. So it is already set as a subject for this publication. Okay. Let's say you want to save this record for a while. Let's say you are not confirmed with some of the information. Just click save and return. Okay. So this message will appear whereby this item is still in your work area, which is not yet being deposited. Okay. So if you still have some information that you want to add on, just go to details and click edit item. Alright. Okay. For this record, okay. If you cannot. If on yeah, okay. So if you have confirmed with all the information, okay, click deposit item. Alright. So this message will appear. So just click here to deposit item. Okay. So from the user work area, this item type will change into under review. Okay. Okay, once the Irep editor saw this record in under review status, we will do the reviewing for this record and approve that record. Okay. So this one actually not yet complete because I have not put all the character order, but never mind. This record is already under review. So I will do the editing later. Okay, Prof. So this is how you deposit your publications into Irep. Okay. Any questions so far? Is it clear with the process? Okay, Doctor. Yeah. Mm. 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 Yeah. Yes. Okay. If the conference that you if the paper that you present in conference, that will fall under the unpublished item. Okay, unpublished conference. Okay, for the publication that has been for that conference paper that has been published as a conference proceeding or article journal maybe, that one will fall under another item type, which is the article. Okay, for the unpublished, that can be set as to registered user only or repository staff only. Okay, that one public cannot see. Okay, if for the published proceedings or published article, you need to set that as to registered user only or repository staff only. We don't advise the depositor to set at the anyone. Okay, because the public can simply download that publication from Irep, which we do not want actually that to happen. Okay. Turn it in, dia akan baca. Ya. Yes. Yes, yes. Dia akan detect, Doctor. So that depends on the depositor. If they want that to be removed from IREC, just let us know. Because of what reason? So we will remove that record from the IREC. Okay. Alright. file naming, it's okay. Never mind. That one will be the duty of the Irep editor. Okay. You just upload as long as you upload the file in PDF. That one will be on our part to do the file naming for that record. Okay. Okay. Another issue that I want to show you is on how to check your status. Okay. You just go to your manage deposit. Okay. From here, you can check the status of that item that you, which is either under your work area, or is it the item status is under review, or is it in live archive? As you can see here, okay, this publication, since it is deposit by me, so it is in my the status is under review. Okay, so if I want to edit this publication to change to Prof Alfi's name, which I will do it later, and then I will deposit on behalf of Prof Alfi. Okay, the name can be changed. Okay. So another status that you can see here is the live archive, which means this publication has been reviewed and approved by the Irep editors. Okay, and some more, if you have any issue with Irep, you can go to the about at the user menu. Okay, just click about. So here we have the manual and guidelines on how you want to deposit the Irep. Okay, and also the guideline on publication and evidence required for submissions into Irep. Okay, and also the FAQ on Irep. You can check at the about. Okay, and if you have any issues or any inquiries about Irep, you just can contact any of the Irep editors display. So we are more than happy to help you. Right? Okay, I believe that's all from me. Any questions on the depositing process so far? No need. Okay. Good. That's why that's the duty of the Irep editors. We will do the reviewing for that. Okay. Yes, inshallah. We will provide the slide later to Sister Sitino and she will email it to everyone. Yeah. All right. Okay. With that, if there is no more question on the depositing process, I end my presentation and I hope all of you can deposit your publication once it has been published. Okay. With that, thank you so much and wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And I pass this floor to Prof Alfi. Okay, stop.
Thank you, Sister Suhani. So we go further to Sister Anis Azhar regarding the copyright. So, Sister Anis.
Assalamualaikum. Can you hear my voice?
Online. Okay. Okay, online. Speaker hybrid juga ya. Okay, okay. Okay, please, Sister Anis.
Yeah.
Now, time is yours.
Thank you so much, moderator. Assalamualaikum. Can you hear me?
Boleh.
Thank you so much, madam.
Your voice is not clear, sister. Can you speak louder?
Let me share my screen. How to disable my screen sharing? Can Madam Sitino allow?
Yeah, you can share the screen. Yeah.
Can allow. Okay, thank you so much, Madam Sitino. I already can share my screen. Can I share my screen first? Thank you so much for all for coming for today reflection workshop.
Aziz,
Yes.
you
Boleh dengar? Madam Sitino?
not clear.
Assalamualaikum. Madam Sitino, can you hear me? Puan boleh ke?
Assalamualaikum. No. Online boleh dengar Aziz jelas. Cuma dekat meeting room sebelah sana dia bounce balik bunyi tu. No boleh dengar
I
saya?
think we can hear now. It's better. You can
Okay.
continue, sister.
Alright, thank you so much. Okay, today I will present about the landscape copyright. Okay, with me today is head of research support section, Madam Irni, and my colleague, Brother Rizwan from the research data unit. Okay. Firstly, what is copyright? Copyright allow grant author, composer, software writer, website designer, and other future legal protection for their creation, referred to as works. So we can also work also the evidence. And then what the benefit from the copyright application is to control the use of a work and to receive remuneration. Okay. So basically, at Malaysia, we have Intellectual Property Corporation of Malaysia, or MAGIPO, that government agency that process or give the service about the copyright application. So according to them, copyright is the exclusive right to control creative work created by the author, copyright owner, and performer for a specific period governed under the Copyright Act 1987. So this is the website of the MAGIPO, and this is the address. Okay, so before we apply for the copyright application, basically library will library need to fulfill or to prepare these three requirements. Firstly is form CR1. This is the form to apply the copyright application, and then the work or the evidence in a CD or DVD, and also the fees. So after researcher apply it through RMSB2, we will harvest the information and then prepare the document to send to the MAGIPO. Okay, so before we send the application to the MAGIPO, there are some categories that researcher can apply for copyright. So there are three main of the criteria. There must be original, the work must be in the material form, and then the work must be belong to the categories of the copyright work. So what is the categories of the copyrightable work? There are 7 categories. Okay, firstly, literary, like written document, text in the textual form, like article, like book. Okay, so the that category will fall under the literary. And then for artistic, like photos, and then photograph, musical categories like music note, and then the sound recording. Other categories also film can be copyright, and then the broadcast material, and also the derivative. Derivative is a special category because it translates the original work. Example, the translation of the book. So that will fall under the derivative categories. For derivative, it must be get permission from the original author in order to copyright the translation. Example, like translation. Okay, so here is the format that acceptable before we send to the MAGIPO. So basically, no issue regarding the format because mostly the researcher will deposit in PDF or video in the MP3 or MP4 or AVI. Okay, so there are also the work that not protected by the copyright. So the ideas not copyright cannot be copyright because it's not in the material form. The fact also like news cannot be copyright. And then title, slogan, and other short phrase cannot be copyright because it will fall under other IPR categories. It will fall under the trademark. And then official government work cannot be copyright also. Okay, so how researcher can register the copyright voluntary notification? So the first thing that the researcher need to do is to fill out the copyright disclosure form. So this is the copyright disclosure form. This is the URL. The first one is in the current website, and then the second one is our library new homepage. Okay, fill up the copyright disclosure form. And then after copyright disclosure form already fulfilled and signed, a researcher need to submit the application through RMSB2, attach together the copyright disclosure form, copyrightable material work, and turn edit report. So the turn edit report must be not exceed 24% of the result. Okay, so these three item is compulsory to upload on the RMSB2. Okay, so this is regarding the CD and DVD. As of today, library have come out with new development. So for this explanation, I will invite Madam Irep for give the explanation about it.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi. Thank you, Sister Aziz, Prof. Alfi, and to all members. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Yes, Alhamdulillah. Right. Okay. To add to Sister Anis Azia's presentation about the CD and DVD, burn CD and DVD for copyright work. Okay. We have sent 2 batches of copyright works to my IPO with CD and DVD lah. Right. Unfortunately, some of the CD that we received, okay, was damaged lah. So maybe during the process of proposed to the library, so the CD was damaged. Okay, patah. Okay, so what the library do, okay, in order to overcome the situation, okay, we are in the process of increasing the fees, okay, of copyright processing fee, and we will burn the work, okay, into the CD. So the library team will burn the CD, the copyright work lah. Okay, so it was commencing 22nd of June. Okay, so from now on, what researchers need to focus, fill up the disclosure form, okay, upload disclosure form, copyright work, the turn it in report, if any, okay, to RMSB2. Okay, and then head of research will approve. Then after head of research approve, then the library team will process further lah. Okay, I hope that's all from me. Back to you, Aziz.
All right, thank you so much, Madam Imi, for the explanation. All right, okay, so we will go for the fees. So after researcher complete apply at the RMSB2, and then the HOR need to recommend the application, and it will come to the library unit or copyright unit to approve the application. So after the application is approved, we will notify the lecturer about the fees. Okay, so commencing of the 18 March 2022, there are some new fees that come out. So this is the Federal Government Gazette for the amendment of the regulation of corporate voluntary notification. Okay, so the new fees is consists of CR1 RM 200 ringgit up to 3 gig And then the manual of the application, the administration fee is 50 ringgit. So total of the one application is 250. So the overall cost for one application is plus library processing fee 10 ringgit. So total is 260 ringgit for one application. Okay, all right. Actually, there are two categories regarding the fees. So the first category is the material or the work that entitled for the university funded, and the other categories is self-funded. So we go for the university funded first. Okay, what material that can get the university funded? That's mean the all the fee paid by the university. Okay, so there are two main categories. Firstly, must be research-based work. So it must be in the researcher expertise or researcher specialization. And then second categories is potential to be commercialized. So if two criteria fulfill the requirement, researcher fulfill the requirement of these two criteria, so the work can get entitled for the university funded. Okay. So for self-funded, all fees income must be fully funded by the applicant or by the researcher. So there are category here, personal work, slide presentation, teaching material, poster, proposal, examination question also under self-funded, course outline self-funded, brochure, questionnaire, picture, letter, guideline, procedure, manual, module, and program book. All these items can be copyright, but all the fees income must be paid by the researcher itself. So that's the two different categories. Okay, this is the sample of the copyright disclosure form. Example of the work. This is the form of CR1. For the form of CR1, researcher or applicant no need to fill up this form. Only fill up the disclosure form and then upload it to the RMS V2. So the library will fill up this form before submit to the Majipo. Okay, after the process of the copyright already sent to the Majipo. Okay, Majipo will give us the notification of the copyright filing. Okay, this is the sample of the copyright voluntary notification detail. The application number here LY 2021. This is the number of registration. Okay, this is the sample of the certificate. Basically, from the filing to get the certificate, it's maybe take around 5 to 6 months. Okay, for any inquiries, please contact. This is our email, crlib@iun.edu.my. Any inquiry can email us. Okay, and all contact library unit at here the extension. My name Alif Azia 2910. Sister Yulista 3823 or Brother Habibullah 3866. Okay, thank you. Okay. Here I will show this is the poster that already placed at the announcement by IUM announcement. So this is the step to submit the copyright voluntary notification. Just follow this step. Okay. If have any inquiries, and can email or contact us. Thank you so much. I stop share.
Okay, thank you, Sister Anis. Any questions from the floor?
Assalamualaikum, Sister Anis.
Waalaikumsalam. Waalaikumsalam. Yes, doctor.
Sister Anis, I'm Dr. Sola.
Yes, doctor.
So I have question on the CD. Previously I heard that I don't have to submit the CD, but the library copyright unit will burn the CD for us, is it?
Yes. As of today, library come up with the new development, so lecturer no need to burn the CD. Library will burn the CD, but maybe in the future, the fees of the library processing fee maybe will increase. But for the time being, no need to burn to the CD.
Okay. Right now, uh, how we want to pay the fees? Is it after the copyright or before the copyright is being processed?
Before we send to the Mayipo, we will approve at the RMS B2. Doctor will get notification through email, RMC email. After after the researcher upload at the RMS B2, the application will go to the HOR. HOR will recommend it, and then it will go to the library unit or copyright unit. So after we review the application, we will approve it, and then the researcher or the applicant will get the email about the fees. Is it clear, Doctor?
Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome, Doctor.
Assalamualaikum, Sister Anis.
Yeah, Doctor.
I just wanted to ask regarding the size of file that can be uploaded through RMSV2 because I'm facing a few problems last time, but I tried to reduce the size file to make sure that it's fit with the size that can be uploaded through the RMSV2. But let's say if I want to submit like a video or animated video, which the size will be very large, so what is the recommendation? Because we no longer need to provide the CD, right?
Yes. Okay, I'm aware that RMS V2 only can go to the 1 MB if I'm not mistaken. So other alternative is can Doctor attach the link to maybe to the Microsoft Word and then upload the Microsoft Word at the RMS V2, and then I will open it through that link given.
I see. Thank you.
Attach the work at the G Drive or OneDrive. But don't forget to give permission for us to open the document.
So meaning that we just give the link via other type of files which can need to be uploaded. Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome, Doctor.
Okay, maybe more questions? Yeah. If not, then thank you, Sister Anis. Okay, so then we will hear presentation from Andrew.
Prof.
Soalan.
Just to add,
Okay.
Just to add to Sister Anis Azia, my name is Irniza. Okay, at the RMS V2, if a researcher would like to add to it, RMS V2 requires the grant ID, right? So if the researcher do not have the grant ID, just put in 999 in order to go to the next step. That's all.
Okay, thank you for the informations. Okay, can we go to next presentation by Brother Muhammad Rizwan Musa regarding Myra and publication. So, Brother Muhammad, please, the floor is yours now.
Okay. Thank you, Prof, respected Prof, Associate Professor, Assistant Professor, my colleague from Irep and Research Support Section. Assalamualaikum and good afternoon. So before I start, I would like to share my screen first. Um, can the host enable my screen, because right now
Yes.
I can't share.
Okay, then you can share now.
Okay. Can see my screen?
Yes.
Alhamdulillah. Okay. For today, I will talk on Myra evolution, section C1 publication and E4 copyright. So my name is Muhammad Rizwan from research support section. I'm the one who in charge for research and data unit. So okay, for the table of content, I will touch on the RSS function and go for the section in Myra, section C1, quantity and public quality research, and how we harvest the data. And I will touch some part of the E4, the what I call the copyright under innovation. And I will touch on the IIM research excellence currency, Myra section coordinator timeline for Myra 2020, and important dates for assessment Myra 2022. Okay, basically for research support section, we have two unit. The first one research and data unit, and second one copyright unit. Both of the section, we are the one who what I call process the data. We will submit the data for the Myra, for the Mohe, for the Setara, and at the same time, we will process all the information for the what I call for my journal information, and we will process the publication fees. And for the examination promotion, we will verify all the article from the Scopus and WAS before we submit the data to MSD. And it same goes to the copyright unit. Copyright unit will process all the application for E4 and submit to the MyEPO, and then from the data we receive, we will submit to the RMC for Myra. Okay, section in Myra. Okay, basically there are eight elements in section for Myra instrument. One, section A until H. For the library part, we will cover for section C1, quantity and quality of research, and section E, innovation E4, and section H, support facilities H2. Section C1, quantity and quality of research. Okay, basically, if we refer to the Myra Glossary 1, Pindaan 2018, kemas kini 6 December 2019, there are 12 elements of subsection under C1 from the total of publication in Scopus was era until the last one is section C1F, other publication for publication in other journal, article in magazine, newsletter, original writing, and others. Okay, I will touch some elements for important part. Okay, we will go for section C1A1, total number of publication in Scopus was era, index journal, and section C1A2, total number of publication in Scopus was era, index conference proceeding. Okay. Okay, basically, when we retrieve the data from the Irep, so we will check the what I call the full article, and from that one, we will verify from the Scopus or WAS. We will check the title of the article, the title of the journal, and then we will check the volume number, the issue number, the page number, and year of publication. So this element is very important before we submit as the evidence to the Myra. Okay, what happened for the Impress publication? So this is an example of the Impress publication. Basically, the academician will submit to the what I call to the Irep all the information and the article. But for us, we will put in under KIV list until the status change into publish. Okay, for Scopus, normally the article will show as article Impress. Why is mentioned article Impress? It is because there is no collation information like volume, issue, and page number. Even though there is a year of publication, but the volume, issue, and page number is very important for Myra, what I call information. This is from Scopus. for the WOS, the what you call the document type will show as article early access, but there is no collection information for the volume, the page number, and issue number here. So in this case, we'll put all the information under key KIV list. And from time to time, we will check and we'll change the status into publish. Okay, section C1C, total number of publication in my site index journal. So we will check what we call the full article from the information from the Irep. And from this one, we will check all the information, the author's information, and we will check the volume, the issue number, the page number, and year publication. And then from this one, we verify the journal list, what I call journal name from the journal list that we receive from my site, and we verify also from the my site, what I call website. For information, right now we still are using 2020 list before we receive the new list from the my site. So we expect to receive the new list 2021 list by November 2022 this year. Okay, section C1D11 double research book index in Scopus was section C1D1 to number non-index research book. Okay, basically this is we will what I call refer to the Migra glossary. So this is important element that cover under the Migra glossary. Okay, for the example of the index book, so we will check from the scopus the what I call the title of the book, and then the page number, and then the year of publication, and we will verify with the source type mentioned here, the book. So when all this evidence is here, we will what I call put under the Migra list. Okay, this is an example of the what I call the research considered as a research book that accepted under the Migra. For example, this book published under IIM Press. Okay, IIM Press also registered under MAPIM, so can be accepted as a research book. And for the renowned publisher from the international, this is an example of the what I call the index book published under CRC Press, Springer, and etc. Okay, this is an example of unaccepted as a research book. For example, One Hari, One Hadis, and others. So normally, this we can what I call consider as a research book, but we will put under C1F for this type of book. Okay, section 1D21, number of chapter in research book in the scopus was section C1D2 to number chapter in non-index research book. So we will refer from the what I call Migra glossary again. This is the what I call the rules. So this is an example of the published under Springer link, and in fact, this type of what I call the book chapter is indexed under scopus. So from the document type, mention the book chapter, and then complete with the volume, page number, and year of publication. Okay, actually there are what I call 31 registered publisher registered under MAPIM. So this is the list that the list can be get from the RMC website. Okay, section C1D3, number of case studies, technical report. Section C1E, policy paper. Same also, we will what I call use the what I call the rules from the Migra glossary, the policy paper, and for the case study or technical report. Okay, let's there are two scenarios, published and unpublished. So for the published technical report or case study, you can deposit under Myra. For unpublished, you can claim the mark for Myra, but you need to register under IIUM Entrepreneurship Consultancies Sdn Bhd, IEC. So you need to prove the submission to client, and you need to register your what I call the papers under IEC personnel, Sister Suhaiza Zakaria. So she in charge for this one. So for the what I call unpublished one, normally the IEC will ask the academician to fill out the form, registration form like this, and submit also the what I call the acceptance letters, the offer letters from the any agency, and submit also what I call the report to them. So this is some example of accepted technical report, and this is example of the policy paper. So this is example unaccepted of the technical report, draft akhir. Actually draft akhir, draft pertengahan, draft awal also can be accepted. And this is example also the index, what we call index books, can be accepted even though it's published, but mentioned here index, so it can be accepted for the Myra. Okay, I will bring to you two scenarios for what I call to receive the mark for the Myra. The first author IIUM vs corresponding author of IIUM. So from this list, all the authors are from IIUM, from the Kuliah of Medicine. So by right, the first author can claim the mark, but when we check from the full article and from the evidence from the scopus, this author, the last author is the corresponding author. So automatically, this author will receive the mark compared to the first author. Okay, second scenario is collaboration for the authors. Collaboration, IIM authors and another authors from another IPTAs from international or national. So from this case, the first authors is Sher Afghan Han. So automatically we will put his name under the first author for IIUM, represent IIUM. So he will receive the mark for the Myra. So this is some example. When we check from the Web of Science, the first author, Sher Afghan Han, is the first author of IIUM. Okay, what are the reference and tools that we use when we compile all the data? So basically, we will use the Myra glossary. This is the mandatory. Secondly, we will harvest the data from the Irep, and we will verify all the index article publication from the scopus, from Web of Science, from the ERA list, and from my site citation report. And for the book or book chapter, we will check the publisher under the MAPIM list. And for the what we call the authors, we will check with the Myra Active Staff 2020 that we received from RMC. Okay, how we harvest the data? So basically, we harvest the data from the Irep and from the scopus. Okay, from the Irep, we'll harvest from the live archive only, and we will take the what I call the current year. For example, this year 2022, and the item type we will put for the article under monograph, and we will take it the information for the publish. And then from that one, we will receive the what I call the raw data from the Irep. This is the sample. And from this raw data, we will compile all the data necessary, and we will complete from the article ID until all the evidence like this. So there is a staff name, authors, co-ID, and all the information about the article, volume, issue number, page number, and etc. Okay, from the scopus, normally this is for C1B, publication impact, total citation of publication for 5 years. For example, 2018 until 2022. So from the scopus, we will harvest data like this, and then we will receive information from the scopus. This is the raw data. So the scopus given to us like this, and from this one, we will check all the information for the authors. We'll check the author's name, from which kuliah, the staff ID, and the first and the core ID staff like this. And then from the data, we will compile in the Myra master list like this, very nice one, and complete, and we will submit to the RMC. Okay, for section E4 copyright. Okay, normally for section E4E innovation, there are 7 elements. For library, we only cover E4A, other than patent, commercialized product technology or know-how, and book declared in section C. Okay, this is the rules from the Myra glossary. Okay, actually we will harvest the data from the IUM RMSV2. So this is the example. We will retrieve all the information. Okay, the registered item registered under the copyright. So when we receive, we will take the the full evidence, and then we will take this one, the registered from the MyPo, and then all the evidence from the copyright disclosure form. So from these 3 items, we will compile and we will complete into this Myra RMC template like this before we submit to RMC. Okay, I will skip this part. Okay, I have research select currencies. Okay, basically, you can receive retrieve all this information from the RMC website. So you can see the marks for each subsection from the RMC. Okay, Myra section coordinator. Okay, for the library, we cover for C1 E4. So the Myra coordinator is Madam Irni Izwa Ubaka. So any queries for the publication, for the Myra mark, you can contact her through extension or email her. So inshallah, she and us will help to give full commitment for the Myra. And for H2, we will have Madam Siti Aida Rabingan cover for H2 part. Okay, this is Myra timeline. So this one you can check from the email that RMC email to us. So basically, right now we are in the half years. So we are in the midst of the process for Q1 and Q2 data. So right now we compile all the data into the complete list before we submit to RMC. So when everything is in a good, so the RMC will email to the commission to check the individual marks. So normally we will encourage all the commission to check to check your mark. So any discrepancies about the mark or any information that you want to know more, you can contact the Myra section coordinator. So inshallah, she will assist you. So this is the important date for the Myra assessment. Okay, just now I mentioned that we are in the midst of process the Q1 and Q2 data. So basically, we will submit all the information, the data, by the 5th August before the RMC to process all the information and announce the Q1 and Q2 marks to the exhibition. So this one also can, all the information also can get from the RMC website. Okay, I think that's all from my part. So any question, you are most welcome to ask. Thank you.
Okay, so Brother Muhammad, thank you very much. And I'm inviting the questions from the floor.
Assalamualaikum, I'm Dr. Syahrir.
Salam.
The continuation question from Dr. Solah just now regarding the marks between my side and also Scopus or WAS. Which one is higher ranking?
Okay, if let's say what you call write article, and then the article published under the what I call the Scopus, and also published under the what I call my site. So normally we will submit all the information from the my site part, and then from the Scopus from the WAS or Scopus site. If you ask which one is higher ranking, normally WOS is what I call the highest one, Web of Science.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? I also have questions regarding the first IUM author and corresponding author. So according to Myra IUM currency, which one is higher? Is it the same or not the same? The Myra marks.
That one, let me check first. I'm not sure about that one, Prof. But normally, if there is what I call the more than one authors of IUF, so we will check if there is a corresponding author from IUF. If there is we will put the corresponding author as the what I call the first one who will receive the mark. If there is no corresponding author, we will take the first author of IUF to what I call to give the mark. Which one the higher, I'm not sure, because that one under the RMC territory.
Okay. Okay, thank you, brother. So no more questions? If not, then
sorry.
Yeah.
One more question. Where can I download the IIM Research Excellence currency?
From the RMC website, Doctor. All information about the Myra, the what I call the my site list, about the what I call the important dates. All the information are available in the RMC website.
But there is one about
Yeah.
that, my site index as well as WOS index. When we refer to our individual Myra report performance, right?
Yeah.
The currency of my site is 0.0024. However, the index journal A1A1 is only 0.0014, meaning to say that publication in my site is higher in points. So if I take the example of profile fee publication in IFRK, is it we can claim both because both are in index journal as well as my site, or only the one is higher?
Okay. Let's say Dr. article is published in under my site, And at the same time, we will check from the Scopus or website, from Scopus or WOS. So normally, for example, the article published under the what I call this journal published under the Journal of Medicine. Actually, this journal is indexed on my site, and most of the time, the article are also indexed in Scopus or WOS. So we will submit both for Scopus and my site.
So meaning one article claim for both,
Yeah. Can claim for both.
Okay.
But the difference is for the Scopus or for the index for in Scopus or what I call the WS, you also can claim the mark for the what I call co-author collaborators. For example, collaborators with the industrial, collaborators with the international or national. But for the my site, there is no such mark for collaborators.
Brother Rizwan, regarding the Journal of Medicine, you said can claim both my site and WS, but the Irep editor can only take one option, right?
That one for I can't answer. I think the Irep team can answer it one. But normally when we pull all the data from the Irep, we will check the what I call the information from the my site part and from the Scopus, from the WOS. But in the what I call the from the database from the Irep, I'm not sure that one. Maybe Madam Sakina.
Mungkin Sister Sakina boleh sini. Situ boleh juga. Tapi dia echo.
Assalamualaikum. Actually, doctor, you want to claim more marks, isn't it?
Okay.
You want to claim in term of the apa ni? Myra mark and also the index ni. Dari segi apa? Oh, so it means you want to add more option in term of the system lah. Okay. Okay, if that is the case, this one in term of the whether to improve the system or to alter in term of the option in the system itself, this one I need to contact and discuss with library technology staff, library technology section, that is the technical staff at the library lah. Whether they can add the option for the my site and also for the Scopus on the system. This one is actually related to technical issue. Okay, so I need to ni lah to discuss with the LPS staff. And okay, welcome.
Brother Rizwan, about But Rizwan, about your explanation, whether we can claim the co-authorship that one.
I can hear it, Doctor.
But Rizwan,
Yeah, Doctor. Okay.
okay, yeah. So your explanation about the co-authorship, right?
Yeah.
So you mentioned that if the publication is in my site, we cannot claim for co-authorship. Is it right?
Yeah. For co-authorship for in the what it call collaborator.
Okay, collaborator, yeah.
Uh-uh.
So meaning to say that like Prof. Alfie papers, right?
Yeah.
And just now,
Uh-uh.
he had a collaborator from international university as well as national university.
Uh-uh.
That one paper, as you mentioned, it can be eligible to claim for index in WOS and Scopus, right? Index.
Uh-uh.
And then he get points for my side as well, right?
Yeah. Uh-uh.
Is that he will get the points on the international and national as well?
Yeah. I can get both. If for example, there is what I call two authors from the UM, and another one another from Japan, for example. So normally in the what I call the in the Myra template, there is a column for the industrial, national, international. So we will tick for the national and for the international. We will tick as a yes collaboration.
Okay.
Uh,
So meaning to say that one article can claim so many points.
Yeah. Correct. Correct. That means you can claim the mark for the index journal, and also you can claim the mark for the collaborators.
Crystal clear. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Assalamualaikum. Sir, madam, just to add, Brother Ridwan just now, the article itself must be indexed in Scopus WOS, not the journal. Sometimes researchers, the Myra requirement, we need the evidence just like Brother Ridwan shared just now. The article is indexed in WOS or Scopus, the evidence, not the journal. Okay. All right. Okay, that's all from me.
Okay, any more questions? Masih ada question? Untuk soal ada opsi lagi? Ada certified ya? Oke lah, ada itu. Okay, we have already put in the chat box regarding the evaluation form. Could you please to open that click there, the chat box? Can you open the chat box? So all participants, please you click the evaluation form. Okay. Now you want now or? Okay, you will. Okay. Later on, Citra City will email to all the academician in kuliah, and then we need to respond lah to the evaluation form. Okay, so no need now, sister ya. Okay. Okay. So this is the end of our workshop for today. So our kuliah really appreciate all speakers from the Sister Sakinah, Sister Suhani, Sister Anis, Brother Muhammad Rizwan, and also Madam Irni, and also of course Sister Siti Noor, who already helped us in this workshop. hopefully we get the barakah from this workshop today. And of course, I also would like to thanks to all participants attending the workshop today. So without further ado, let's end this workshop with the Kifarah and Surat Al-Asr.
Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam. Thank you, Prof.
Assalamualaikum.
Prof.
Thank you all. Go.
Yes,
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
For
and like,
example, yeah.
yeah,
Anything we just
like,
want